When I hear the word dad, I always do think of them.
How do you think I should make contact with him?
What would you like me to do?
A text.
And have you got a message you want me to put in that text from you?
I guess. Stop acting like a 5-year-old, maybe. You've messed up and you should try to fix your dents. Something like that.
I can't write, you messed up, you gotta fix your dents. 'Cause I don't even know what that means.
That's a metaphor. It's like dents in us. Hey.
I'm going.
Hello.
My son Jim is nearly 14. He hasn't seen his dad since he was 2.
Let's go, lads.
He wants to know more about him, maybe to meet him again.
Can you hear this?
It's only ever been the two of us. His dad came to see him just a few times when he was a baby, before he disappeared for good.
What's going on in there? What's going on in the camera?
As Jim grew up,
Hello, Mummy.
I'm not your mummy, I'm the fat controller.
I archived his life from the thumbs up he gave me at my first scan
Stop looking at me.
to his first day at secondary school. My iCloud now holds 50,000 photos, 6,000 videos.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh, it's me. Hello.
It contains all the people in Jim's life who love him. But the one person who's missing is his dad. Jim was 2 when I last heard from him. All we have is a photo I found of him online, which Jim's looked at just a handful of times since I first showed it to him. Do you talk to friends much about him?
One of my friends was like, can you show me a picture of him? I was like, sorry, I don't really want to. I think I just don't really want to show it on it, if I'm being honest. But I said, here's like just kind of how he would look like.
What did you put in the search engine?
White, bald guy with glasses. And then I saw this guy and he thought, he's quite nice. And it said Heroes and Aliens. I was like, maybe he's quite popular. And I just thought he looked really similar. I mean, my dad wore glasses and so does he. Quite pointing out ears, like my dad and like me. Not a good thing.
You've got lovely ears.
Has it been hard growing up without a dad?
No, that's just occasionally being a bit annoying. Like some things which you would do normally with a dad just don't really happen, if you know what I mean.
Like what kind of things?
You know, like playing football, watching TV, stuff like that. You know, just stuff like I do with my friends. And it's still nice I've got friends, but I just feel like it'd be nice to have a male version of a friend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Stay on the picture.
Oh
my god, they're all here. Move them off.
I'll ring when I get off it.
Jim had been asking me for a year now about whether we could make contact with his dad. I was worried about what would happen if his dad did reply, and even more worried about how Jim would take it if he didn't.
Are you hungry?
This is an important message for Victoria from Barclaycard.
Hi, Mum. I was just wondering if Yash can come over.
Would you rather hear bad news than not know?
Yeah, I always still think that it's a maybe, but I think it'll be good because it'll say either yes or no. And I'd say, though, if you think about it, though, if he wanted me back in his life, then he would have texted, wouldn't he? It's like, there's quite a big chance he's going to say no if you think about it. So, something they'd think about.
Oh, shit.
I admit I'm stalling like hell to write the text, and I promise you I will do it next week.
The thing is though, every time you promise it, you don't do it.
I haven't promised yet. I've said I would, but I haven't promised. I'm now promising.
I don't trust your promise because you promise a lot of things and don't
Oh,
do.
that is such a lie.
No, it isn't. Every time you say you'll promise to get me a game, you say you'll promise to do it tomorrow and then you don't do it tomorrow.
This is different because it's big.
Come on, I know you're worried for me, but just come and do it. You see, if it's about me, then I want to do it now, so do it.
If you were going to send the first text, what would you write?
Do you like Arsenal? I wouldn't write that.
You know how it says like in Microsoft things, you say how many words you've said. If it had one for how many explicit words you put, I think there'd be around 50 paragraphs.
Hey, Mum, I'm going to go to Luke's house for a bit.
Just Uncle Ed here, ringing for a catch-up.
Love you, bye.
I knew so little about Jim's dad. I needed to do something to fill in the blanks. Knowing now that he had more kids was going to be hard news to break to Jim.
Something happened yesterday, didn't it? And I didn't know whether to tell you or not, and I did last night, didn't I? So it seems pretty clear that from the Facebook page.
He's got kids, yeah.
Yeah. And so it was quite a sort of shock, really, for want of a better word. Do you feel like that could be a positive in the future, or is that quite hard to think about?
Kids, that kind of really shocked me. I didn't want to cry because that kind of be like me showing, I guess, I was kind of weak, like kind of...
You could have cried, you know, like, God, there's no weakness
I know, I don't mind
to news like that, you know.
I know, I just didn't want to. I felt like, I normally cry about stuff, but this was the only time I don't feel like I should.
When you felt like it, why did you sort of hold it back?
Well, because I don't want to show any weakness to my dad. I know he isn't here, but I just don't want to, okay?
Now that we know this, should I still make contact?
I still think you should, because I feel it's important. If he does kind of fully convince me that he wants to see me, then I'll maybe think about it. But it's really made me, you know, want to see him a bit less.
What do you want me to put in the text?
I think I'd just probably say, I think we just need to speak and it's time, basically. So, yeah.
I love you, babe.
I love you. Why'd you say that?
Just think it's hard. I feel bad.
You don't need to. It's okay. It's annoying, but it's really not the end of the world.
To get your full refund, press 5.
Over a week went by with no
Are
reply.
you there? Sorry, I'm in you soon.
The last message I received from him was over a decade ago. He said he was moving to Spain, that he would ring next week, but it was a call that never came. It was 3 weeks before his dad was free to talk.
I'm worried about you if it's going to, be met with a negative, and I'm just worried about how that's going to be for
Well,
you.
I'm gonna have to take that risk. And it's like, that game Run? You've got to jump over the gaps, and there's like different angles you can go at. The infinite mode kind of reminded me of like my dad, how it feels like the journey to connect with him just never stops. It's like literally infinite, and you're always trying to find new angles to kind of, see what works and see what doesn't. Even if I think it goes well, I'm still gonna be sad, like about what's gonna happen.
I wish you a Merry Christmas.
Shut up!
I wish you a Merry Christmas.
Hey, how you doing? Good. Are you back? You back working this week? Did you start this week? Well, God, where do you start? He's at a good school. He was really into singing and acting, and he got in on a sort of singing scholarship to a really good secondary school. Obviously over the years he's asked about you several times as he was growing up. I think he would be really interested in thinking about meeting you, not straight away, but at some point, maybe this year. And so it was just, yeah. That's good. Could I ask you one quick question? Because he wanted to see a picture of you, and we sort of had a look to see if you're on Facebook, and it mentions that you've got another family. Yes, another son. But how old's your son? Okay. So that's good to know. I knew it would be difficult, but I'm glad you took the time to talk to us. Okay, good to talk to you, and I'll look forward to hearing from you soon. Take care then. Cheers then. Bye-bye. Bye. Long day at school?
Yeah, very.
How was it for a Monday?
Oh, alright. I mean, I never like Mondays, but alright, yeah, pretty good.
We've chatted a little bit on the day about what happened on the phone call, but I thought I'd just tell you a little bit more about how it was left. So he said he would like to meet you, but that he had to talk it over with his partner, because obviously he's got another son who's 7, so he said it has an impact for her. And I just wondered how it's left you feeling about it being potentially more positive but more waiting.
I mean, I was glad to know something from him. That was probably nicest, just to know he's actually there, and that he's actually a human being, he's actually live. On the Facebook profile, it just feels like there are loads of ones and zeros, But when you get to, hear their voice, It's kind of nice because it kind of authorises that they're actually a human being. You know, for you, you're authorised as a human being as I was born. But for him, it literally took much longer, you know. From 3 to around 13, you know. Hope it won't be now 13 to 23, you know, that'd be a bit embarrassing.
No, it would be bad if it was another 11 years before you
Yeah, bloody hell. So I think it's just going to make it, wait 11 years, maybe I'll change my mind then. Oh, no, I still haven't changed my mind. Another 11 years? You know, he'll be on his deathbed and his quote will be, you know, maybe another 11 years. You know?
He does seem to like a lot of thinking time.
Oh no, you're telling me.
It could go so many different ways, you know. There's so many options which could happen, you know.
Yeah.
That's why we're going to have a long review of it, and I'm going to review it, and so are you.
God, you're so sensible and mature. Where did it come from?
I don't know, got it from my dad.
No.
Yeah.
Your mother.